So this video is about the top 3 TV shows that I enjoy to watch and watch and enjoy and consecutively enjoy or something. Before we begin, there's a few things I'd like to address. First thing is I'm just a kid in school and my opinions are very biased, okay? Secondly, I really like cartoons. So the 3 shows I'll be talking about here, they're all cartoons. And I know my previous video was like a story time thing, but this is my YouTube channel and I can do whatever I want with it. So I'll be talking about these shows because I will probably talk about these shows in different videos and I want you to know what I really enjoy about them. So now, with no further ado, here are the top 3 shows that I enjoy. On number 3, we have The Owl House. There is a spoiler warning for all the shows I'll talk about here. The Owl House was a show made by Disney and it ended kind of recently. There is so much things I love about this show and I probably can't fit this into one video, so I'll just talk about a few things that I really love. I really love the characters, especially Luce. She's the main character, and she is such a lovable, sweet little girl that no one can watch the show without falling in love with her. She's so bright and optimistic, and it really balances out the dark and gritty kind of things that often come up throughout the show. But if someone asked me what my favorite part of the show was, I would definitely have to go with Lumity. Lumity is the ship name for Luce and Amity, and they deserve all the love in the world. Luce and Amity are so cute with each other, and I absolutely love it. I scoured the internet, like Twitter and Reddit, to find fan art of them because its show ended, and I really want more Lumity. Ever since season 2, I wanted these two girls to be together, and when they finally did, I cheered.
Is so crazy right now, and I have no idea what my future holds, but it would be so cool if you were in it. So, do you want to go out with me?
What I want to say is that I really love it. Plus, it's really good LGBTQ representations, which Disney apparently didn't like because it got cancelled. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because that'll be a whole nother video of a waterfall of rage. This video isn't long enough for me to talk about all the things I like Harpyida and Bellows and, of course, Hootie. Number 2, I'll have to go with Amphibia. It's really good, and I feel like it's really underappreciated and overshadowed by The Owl House. I know a lot of people like The Owl House more than they like Amphibia, but I like Amphibia better. I actually started Amphibia thinking it would be like a mid show, not really good, but not really horrible either. But Amphibia never stops to surprise me. I don't want to get too detailed into it, but season 2, the finale, it's mind blowing. For people who haven't seen Amphibia, go watch it. The first season, it's okay, but the second season is probably the strongest season, and like I said, the finale is just the best episode in television ever, probably. Amphibia might have some bad episodes in the middle of the seasons, but the finales for basically all 3 seasons are really good, and that's what really makes it the second place. If it wasn't for those finales, it'll probably be in third or maybe not even be on this list. I think Amphibia's characters are nice, but really what makes the show really good is all the characters' arcs. Almost every single character has a big arc that goes full circle back in the finale. Anne grows into a more powerful person, Marcy accepts change, and Sasha becomes a better person. It's basically the opposite of what they were back in the beginning of the story. And to top it all off, they have one of the best animation that I've seen in a Western animated show ever. Just check out this scene from the finale of the show. Finally, we are at number 1. And this was so obvious to pick what it was. It would have to be Gravity Falls. I absolutely adore this show with my heart. If they were to make a season 3, I would give them my soul to make that season 3. It's basically Amphibia and the Outlaws, but combined together to make the best show in human history. Gravity Falls got me into animated shows, and if it wasn't for Gravity Falls, I probably wouldn't have watched Amphibia or The Owl House. It might be an old show, but it never changes how good it is. There is so much things I love about this show, but my favorite thing is probably Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher is such a quirky little villain that could go from funny to absolutely nightmare-fueled terrifying. Ever since I finished the show, I probably drew more Bill Ciphers than the actual creators of the show. I mean, I probably didn't, but it's like a really nice simile. There is so much things good about the show. The characters, the plot, the animation, everything is so well written and so well executed. I can't hate the show, and I really can't see anyone else hating it either. So that's my top 3 favorite shows. And if you haven't watched any of these 3 shows, go watch them. I promise you, you will have a wild, wild ride, and you'll come back as a better person. I sure did. That's it for today's video. Come back later for maybe a new video, but like no one is watching this, so I'm not upset.